of the Paul Buchanan versus Andrew Holness will be one faith. And people were like, we are ready, we are ready. We are ready, we are ready, we are ready, we are ready. It's not that I don't have any faith in the justice system. But when it comes on to Andrew Holness and the justice system, apparently Andrew Holness has a stake over Lady Justice. Andrew Holness seemingly has a stake. Makes no sense to appeal the case. It's a foolish case. Move right along. As I said today on Midday Connection, I'm going to repeat it again. The time you spend fighting him in court, spend that time, that resource, the energy and the effort to do one thing. The time, the energy and the effort. The time, the energy and the effort to organize the elections and to go and take him out. Why would I waste my energy, money and resources and legal fees to go and fight this ugly, nasty creature?
Yeah.
Why?
It makes no sense.
I could use those simple efforts, energies and time to see to it that at the next election, he's
out.
Has faded or is faded. He has faded away. So I'm saying to you all tonight, particularly to Paul Buchanan, the time is here, the time is now. Stop wasting your energy and focus your energy in electoral victory. People might argue that, oh, let him appeal. Appeal on what grounds? To go to the same justice system to get the same result?
More money spent again.
More money spent again to get the same result, wasting people's time, wasting people political psychology, and the psyche of the people are what? Further deterred. Jamaica have no time. I told you all I never even give no time of the case. When I heard Perry and Ishmael were, oh, the 8th of this, I looked at them and I said, guys, it is going nowhere. When Paul Buchanan called me and said, Andre, can I get the time to speak about this on your show? I said, respectfully, Mr. Buchanan, my platform has moved on from the matter because the matter will go nowhere. And he said, I said, Mr. Buchanan, the matter is going nowhere. So listen, this is Jamaica. Some of us chose Jamaica and some of us chose 1 p.m. And for those who chose 1 p.m., remember, one by one, you all will be suffering, and those who are not suffering will go to jail. And those who are not going to jail, hunger go kill you now. Hunger I go kill you now. Hunger surely going kill you now. So all the best to you, Paul Buchanan. All the best to you, Paul Buchanan. But I, Andre Stefano Stevens, will not be wasting any time any further on it. Noel. Don't even laugh, Courtney.
Noel.
Noel Broken. Bangarang, I go take you to hell. Jamaica. The defense of Noel Maitland is seeking to have a dismissal of the murder charge. Can you believe that, Jamaica? Can you believe that tonight? That Noel Maitland and his defense is seeking to dismiss the murder charge. I will say this to you, Jamaica. My mouth is a goat mouth. But you, Noel Maitland, will never. We know the justice system is broken and the justice system has many gaps. But you, Noel Maitland, will not get the chance, the hour, the second, the minute. You will not get the chance, the hour, the second, nor the minute. You will not get the second, the hour, nor the minute. The second, the hour, nor the minute to be released from prison. Mama Sophia, Mama Sophia, Mama Sophia, Mama Sophia, tears won't go like that, Jamaica. Mama Sophia, tears won't go like that. And you, Noel, on what grounds do you think the case is going to be dismissed? On what grounds? On what grounds do you think the case is going to be dismissed? That you said that Donnelly was a case of human trafficking? All of the cases and the arguments that you and the defense put forward are nonsensical and absurd. Fallacious and foolish reasoning. So I can tell you tonight, be prepared to go on that special block at General Penitentiary.
17.
I'm going to go on that special block, Courtney. Browning. A Browning, you know.
A Browning, yes.
Ishmael, what is special block at Penitentiary near? I think him deserve to go to that special block.
That special
Him need to go on this special block, Jamaica. Because him need to get care and protection.
Yes.
Him need to go on that special block. Special block. That special block, Jamaica. Jamaica have a beautiful Christmas this year. The government has granted the loan to JPS. The additional 300 men are expected to be on the island by next week. According to the inept minister, with the 300 men, by the end of January, majority or 90% of Jamaica should have electricity. I am saying to you all tonight, Jamaica, there's a stake of how the poles are in the road. Ishmael, can you play that story tonight?
Hurricane Melissa leaned several poles, uprooted hundreds in some cases, and created obstacles for motorists and pedestrians. This one in particular, along the Mango Hall main road in Westmoreland, stuck out like a sore thumb. Our checks with several JPS representatives reveal that their poles should be planted at a depth of 6 feet or more, depending on its length. But while driving around Westmoreland, it appeared that many of the poles were not 6 feet deep.
So today we armed ourselves with Stanley tape measure because we want to check to see how deep these poles were actually planted. Let's check. This is where 6 feet stops. That's it. And the poles are to be no less than 6 feet deep. This one is a little over 4 feet.
I asked JPS President Hugh Grant about that at a recent press conference in Negril.
The nature in terms of the poles and the depth, there's a standard formula that you go by, whereby the depth, it go by 10% of the height of the pole plus 2. So it varies depending on the height of the pole. Another key component there is the topography of the soil and the actual soil type. If one can imagine, if you're in rocky soil, you are allowed a different depth than if you're into a soil that's of a different nature.
We measured the dirt imprint on at least 10 poles. None of them reached 6 feet. The JPS president responded.
We faced a Category 5 hurricane, and the grid with poles at proper depth, everything is designed for a Category 3. So I've seen whereby poles have broken mid-span. I showed you a photo of an entire tower, steel lattice structure that's actually twisted and underground. So what we're faced with here is you have a grid designed for Category 3 that face a Category 5 outside of the design criteria. Hence the level of devastation that you see out there.
The Jamaica Public Service says so far its restoration schedule for Westmoreland is on track.
Now you understand, Jamaica, why so many of the poles were down.
Short.
Because they weren't planted properly. The man lie like the Prime Minister. He have excuse like Daryl Vaz.
Like show, lie like movie.
Lie like Desmond Mackenzie.
Oh, Blackboard.
Blackboard. And now you understand why so many poles were down. Because they weren't planted properly in the ground. The man had an excuse for everything, Mr. You. But I'm not surprised. Because you see, in this country, Jamaica, they have more excuses than solutions. In this country, it's like the recipe for governance is explanation. All they do is explain, even if the explanation doesn't make sense. The man said if it was a category, seeing that it's a Category 5, they would have even inevitably go down. Potentially, if they were planted well, less would go down. But majority of them, or all of them, you hear what Kirkwright say? Of all he measured, the 10 he measured, not one. So the probability of 20 being 6 feet, not one. The probability of 30 being 6 feet, not one. So on record, it must be 6 feet, but in reality, it was probably 3 feet or 2 feet. What a bangarang. A sure bangarang. And then here comes JPS. Now have to do what? Spend exorbitant money to fix poles, to re-erect poles. And again, Courtney, the poles will not be erected 6 feet down.
No.
I am sure if you go and look at those poles that have now been erected, none of them again 6 feet down. None of them. And that is what has taken over this beautiful country. The inconsistencies of governance. The inconsistencies of procedures. The inconsistencies. Or inconsistencies. I don't know if Jamaica not tired.